What's good, everybody? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another collaboration here on the O'Shea Duke Jackson channel. And today I have a up and coming YouTuber here in the fitness space, in the Black YouTube space, brother Sani Bravo. And we want to talk about a very interesting question when talking about Black men. Are women attracted to looks or to brothers who are fit? And that's a very controversial topic. But let me go ahead and let the brother introduce himself. Go ahead, brother.
Sani Bravo, Action Over Talk Personal Training. I've been a personal trainer for a few years. I'm also a power lifter, and I'm here just to inspire and motivate.
All right, brother. So thank you for coming on. So, in this space, I've dealt with a lot of the guys that are dating coaches, guys like Alpha Male Strategies, and he's also a fitness guy. A lot of the dating coaches are now fitness guys, and vice versa. He believes that looks does matter. I've also worked with people like Lucario and Steve Deneen who feel that looks don't matter and it's all about your mouthpiece. But you've been on both ends where you used to be really thin, right? You was a skinny guy before, right?
Right, 150, 155 pounds.
Okay. Now, how are women? Go ahead.
At 5'11", I was like 150, 155 pounds, real thin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, super skinny.
How did women treat you when you were really thin?
So I would say it just limited my options. Like I had a little bit of mouthpiece, probably from my sales background and things like that. And I could put myself together, dressing up wise. But totally different once I started putting the muscle on. Totally different. I mean, they'll approach me more often nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I might catch them looking at me or something like that, give them a little wink and a nod, something like that. You know what I mean?
So you would catch them looking?
Oh, yeah. I catch them looking all the time. Especially
Okay.
if I'm wearing like a tank top or just finished working out, getting a little pump. Women are definitely attracted to fit dudes for sure.
Okay. What would you say to the guys out there that will say, well, looks don't matter? Would you say that's bullshit?
Um, to a certain degree. So I feel like there's guys that they just got super cold game, know how to put the jewels and tools together. You know what I'm saying? Like some players will say. But it just depends on your level of giftedness. Now, if you're just average level game, not above average game, looks definitely matter, or it's definitely an asset, I would say, to having for sure. A major asset.
Okay. Let me ask you this, because I know that you're from the West Coast like me. You said women you catch them looking, more likely to approach. What race of women is this most common with? Is it black? I mean, what do you think about that?
Definitely for me personally, sisters tend to be attracted to me. I don't know if it's because of my energy. Sisters tend to be attracted to more, I feel like, of a masculine energy, dominant energy. So that's what I tend to attract more so than not. But I've had different types of women, from Native American, Mexican women, white girls from time to time, less often, but I've had a few white girls too, but mainly sisters.
Okay.
African women as well.
Oh yeah, a lot of African women out in Washington, right?
Oh yeah, it's a melting pot out here.
Okay.
I love the Ethiopian girls, all that.
Oh shit. Okay. So the African. So let me ask you this: for brothers, like when you were skinny, and obviously, with the COVID thing that's going on right now, it might be a little harder to get into the gym and do certain things. But when did you decide, if you were a thin brother, to go into packing on muscle? How did you do it?
So I had to come up with a good eating strategy. That was my thing, because I had a super high metabolism, and it was hard for me to get enough food in consistently. I might be able to do it for a month or two consistently, then I will regress, not being able to eat enough consistently to continue my gains. And that's a big important part, because you can't build muscle from nothing. So you got to have that fuel to continue to put that muscle on, or you'll just stagnate or regress, especially when you have a fast metabolism. So I kept losing muscle all the time from not being able to eat enough. So what I had to do was figure out a good meal prep strategy. So I started meal prepping every Sunday, cooking the meals for the whole week, and that was a game changer, as well as a good workout plan, so you don't just blow up like a balloon.
Okay. What was the workout plan for the brothers out there looking at what was the workout plan like?
So me, I was building more of a powerlifting base because I had failed at trying to bulk so many times prior. Um, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just focus on becoming as strong as possible. So I did a lot of time looking on YouTube for different programs and things. I followed like the Jason Blaha channel and the guys that are more into strength versus the bodybuilding side. So I ended up doing like a 5x5 program, sets of 5 I ran that for almost a year. Sometimes I do like sets of 8, sets of 10, but I just consistently did the compound lifts, squat, bench, deadlift, overhead press, pull-ups, weighted pull-ups, calisthenics, doing, all the calisthenics movements, a lot of pull-up involved movements, things like that, curls from time to time. But just really was focused on building that strength base.
What about for the opposite? Guys who are fat and trying to, slim down and get some muscle stuff. Like what do you do? What advice do you give the guys like that?
Yeah, I got some clients that came from being 130, 140 pounds and it slimmed down. It's basically the primary thing is getting a good calorie deficit. You get a 500 calorie deficit below your maintenance calories. That's going to lose you typically a pound a week. 1,000 calorie deficit is going to lose you 2 pounds a week, and just continue with that. And as you lose weight, you have to lower that calorie deficit more. So, make sure you get that good cardio or HIIT training in. What I prefer is the HIIT training because you get the best of both worlds. You get the weight training and the endurance training at the same time in less of a period of time.
Okay, let me ask you this because I haven't been able to go back to the gym all year, but I let me ask you, do you have, when you were skinny, and because a lot of times with approaching women, a lot of brothers lack a little bit of confidence and in themselves. But now that you've been powerlifting and stuff like that, would you say that your confidence is much better, and if so, why?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I walk around feeling very powerful, feeling like I could defend anything that's mine, and when I see a female and she see me, I just feel like, you gotta feel like I look good. Like, I just feel like if she sees something wrong with me, she's tripping at this point.
Okay.
like I kind of still have that mentality, but not as much as now, like I feel muscle, I feel strong. I'm like, baby, come on, what you talking about? You don't like me, what's wrong with you?
Right. And do they like that attitude?
For the most part, yeah. I mean, I get good responses. I'm a people person, so I know how to talk to people. So I wouldn't exactly say necessarily exactly what's on my mind and the way it's on my mind, but I know how to put it in a way that's palatable for maybe her particular taste.
Okay. So let me ask you this, man, because a lot of situations with the coronavirus thing is Black male health is very important. What advice can you give for brothers who are looking to maybe because New Year's getting ready to come in? I know fitness trainers towards the end of the one year and going to the next year, that's when everybody have their New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. But what actual advice would you give for brothers looking to try to get back in shape for whatever reason it may be during this pandemic, since gyms are a lot of times are not as what they used to be?
So I would say put your health first and foremost, because being overweight puts you more at risk for all causes of mortality for the most part. Coronavirus, diabetes, heart disease, cancer. So that's first and foremost, is having yourself healthy and in shape. The looks part is going to come along with it, but your health overall is the most important. So I would say, find a good program. If you need accountability, find a good coach. You can holler at me or another coach. It doesn't really matter to me, as long as they have a good, solid foundation, a good program for you to do with consistent progressive overload. Ideally, now if you don't have any weights and you're doing virtual training, like a lot of my clients do virtual training, some of them are at different levels than others. So some of them I'll just have doing body weight movements. Some of them may have some dumbbells or something. So I'll design a workout for, a versatile workout with the equipment they have, basically. And some might have a full gym like me. I got a weight rack, with 285 pounds at the crib, with some dumbbells, bands, and everything else.
Damn, 285 pounds?
Oh yeah, and it's enough to do a little work at this point. I'm built up over 2 years, but most people ain't gonna need that much, especially starting out, unless they're real big guys or something, But even big guys don't start out very strong if they haven't had prior experience.
Okay. Let me ask you this, right? Because there are some guys who are a little shorter, like guys who are 5. There's guys that are shorter, and I have some brothers out there that are afraid of being that short, buff guy walking around, like this. You know what I'm saying?
Pitbull.
Yeah, I can understand like taller guys. Getting better in shape is going to definitely probably help you a little bit more. But what about guys who are shorter? That are 5'4", 5'6", 5'7", 5'8". What would you say to guys like that? That put on muscle. Is it too much, or what would you say about that?
Bro, honestly, I feel like they have an advantage, especially if you're competitive lifting, like a power lifter. I mean, the guys that are short and stocky, man, they move some weight and they get that shape faster because there's less length of muscle to build on. You know what I mean? So they got the shorter limbs. They get real stocky, real muscular. I think it's a good look. It's like you might as well be muscular if you're going to be short. It's like pick your battle. If you're going to be short, that's not really something that's in your control, but it is in your control to get in the best shape possible.
Okay, cool. So let me just ask you this, man. As far as what you see with even like, online dating, because a lot of times I'm seeing, when you look at women's profiles, a lot of people are leading with pictures. Do you think that if brothers that was in shape, they were doing online dating in their profile, they would get more matches, stuff like that?
So they will get more matches because I've noticed I get more matches now than when I was skinny, but they might not necessarily. Women are very fickle, especially with online dating. So it's kind of like, it's almost like you got to sell a chick a dream, and I really ain't got time for that. So sometimes it's kind of hit or miss. But one thing I will say is if like your regular social media profiles like Facebook, Instagram, chicks might start hitting you up there. Like for me personally, I get hit up on Facebook a lot. That's probably my most active form of social media. And they hit me up kind of leading with either, I'm thinking about getting a trainer, and then the conversation will sway into something more personal. Or it'll be like, they'll just be straight up. More and more females that add me because of the profile picture. I'm like, oh, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. Are you interested in a trainer? I hit them up to see what's good. And they're like, oh, honestly, don't be offended, but I just added you for the picture. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, okay, cool. You feel me? And sometimes they ain't what you're looking for, but sometimes they are, and the more attractive ones are a little bit more subtle, but you can kind of tell.
Okay. All right. Well, then let me do this, man, because I know you have a YouTube channel that you talk about a lot of different things, you weigh a lot of different things, a lot of good information about men's health and stuff like that. What should somebody expect? Because we're gonna put your channel at the first comment pinned to the top. What should somebody expect from coming onto your channel?
Sure. So I've kind of molded the channel into a combination of fitness and entertainment. So I want people to be inspired and motivated to get in the best shape of their life and give good sound advice for people. I also take a lot of requests, as well as covering like entertainment topics, relationship topics. Like I got a video of me and my cousin Chevy Hardaway, shout out to Chevy Hardaway, where we talk about questions women are afraid to ask guys. And the homegirl in Kenya actually made a video and we did a response to it. I'm also talking to a lot of my female friends about coming on, doing some workouts and talking about different relationship topics that guys might be interested in knowing about while we do the workout, and kind of chop it up like that. So it give guys a little bit more game and insight into a woman's psyche, attractive, because I got attractive homegirls. So we're going to collaborate on things like that.
All right. So guys, make sure you go to the first comment pinned to the top. I'm pretty sure it's going to be our last interview. The brother's doing some very interesting things. He's a very loyal brother. He supports the platform, supports a lot of the YouTubers over here. And he has a good channel. I mean, he's working really hard on this channel. I'm subscribed to him. So I want all the brothers over here to go to the first comment pinned to the top. Go subscribe to the Sani Bravo YouTube channel. Hit the bell, get notified, and let's help our brother build this channel up, brother. And I definitely appreciate you taking the time out and coming and talking to us. Any other things you want to go ahead and tell the people today, brother?
Man, I appreciate you having me, man. Big fan of the channel. Big fan of the King Ghana channel as well.
There's some girls over there.
hey, for real. I like them after chicks. So yeah. But hit me up on Instagram at I am Sani Bravo, SaniBravo. If you need a personal trainer, just hit me in the inbox, or you can hit me at aotpersonaltraining@gmail.com. I appreciate you having me, and yeah, man, always a pleasure.
All right, guys, peace out.